Dear students, welcome you all to EPG Pathsala. I am Dr. S. Gandhimadi, Associate Professor, Department of Economics, Avinash-Lingam Institute for Home Science and Higher Education for Women, Coimbatore. In this module, we are going to discuss about various measures of central value in statistics. What is measure of central value? A measure of central value gives a single representation value for a set of data. The single value is the point of location around which the individual values of the set cluster. The measures of central tendency are hence known as measures of location. They are popularly called averages. Various measures of central values are the following: arithmetic mean, median, mode, quartiles, geometric mean and harmonic mean. Objectives of the module. This module covers the following aspects of averages. First, objectives or functions of an average, criteria or characteristics or desirable properties of an average, arithmetic mean, median, mode. First, let us discuss objectives of an average. First, average provides a quick understanding of complex data. Secondly, averages enable comparison, that is, two or more sets of values can be compared on the basis of their averages. Thirdly, average facilitate sampling technique, that is, the average of sample tells what is the average of the population likely to be. Fourthly, averages pave the way for further statistical analysis. Fifthly, averages establish the relationship between variables, that is, the statistical techniques such as correlation and regression are used to assess the relationship between variables. The above techniques are based on averages. Next, let us discuss criteria or characteristics or desirable properties of an average. Firstly, average must be rigidly defined, that is, it should have a well-defined formula and procedure. Secondly, it should be based on all the items. Thirdly, it should not be unduly affected by extreme items. Fourthly, it should lend itself for algebraic manipulations. Fifthly, it should be simple to understand and easy to calculate. Sixthly, it should have sampling stability. It means that the results must be same for all samples. Now let us discuss all types of averages one by one with estimation. Arithmetic mean. What is arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean is the total of the values divided by the number of observations. Methods of finding arithmetic mean. Mean can be calculated by direct method, shortcut method and step deviation method. All the methods give the same result for a problem. All the methods are illustrated. Data type 1, individual observations or raw data. When the observed values are given individually, such as x1, x2, x3, xn, the methods of calculation of arithmetic mean are as follows. Direct method, arithmetic mean is equal to total of the observations divided by the number of observations. That is equal to sigma x by n. The calculation consists of the following two steps. Step 1, denote the given observation by x and find their total, that is sigma x. Then step 2, identify n, the number of observations, and divide sigma x by n. For example, the expenditure of 10 families in rupees are given below. Calculate the arithmetic mean. Add expenditure of all families and find out sigma x. N is equal to 10 and substitute in the formula x bar is equal to sigma x by n, that is 1061. X bar is equal to 1061 by 10 is equal to 106.1. The arithmetic mean is rupees 106.1. Shortcut method. Arithmetic mean may also be calculated through shortcut method. If the value is very high, we can simplify the calculation. The formula in the shortcut method is x bar is equal to sigma d by n, where sigma d is the total of the deviations, that is the sum of x minus a is the assumed mean values, which may be from x or may not be one of the given x values. The following 4 steps are involved in the calculation. Step 1, choose certain value for a if it is not specified in a problem. Step 2, find the deviations of x from a, that is, calculate d is equal to x minus a corresponding to each x. Step 3, find sigma d. Step 4, identify n and find x is equal to a plus sigma d by n. For the above same example given in the direct method, calculate arithmetic mean by using shortcut method. Let a is equal to 100, n is equal to 10, sigma d is equal to 61. Substitute all the values in the formula. X bar is equal to a plus sigma d by n, that is 100 plus 61 by 10 is equal to 106.1. Data type 2, discrete series. If the actual values with corresponding frequencies are given, the method of calculation of arithmetic mean are as under. Direct method, arithmetic mean is equal to sigma fx by n. The calculation consists of the following 4 steps. Step 1, form a table with column x and f values. Step 2, find sigma fx. Then step 3, find n, that is equal to sigma f, and calculate sigma fx. Step 4, divide sigma fx by n to get the value of x bar. Based on the above steps, the arithmetic mean is calculated for the data given below. Calculate the mean number of persons per house. In this case, x bar is equal to sigma fx by n, that is equal to 435 by 100 is equal to 4.35. Then shortcut method. The formula for arithmetic mean in the shortcut method is x bar is equal to a plus sigma fd by n, where a is equal to assumed mean, d is equal to x minus a is deviation of x from a, f is equal to frequency of x, and n is equal to sigma f. The following 5 steps are involved in the calculation. Step 1, form the table with columns x and f values. Step 2, choose certain value for a if it is not specified in a problem. Form the column with the values of d equal to x minus a. Step 3, form the next column with the title fd, multiply the values of f and d in pairs and enter the products in that column. Step 4, find n is equal to sigma f and sigma fd. Then step 5, find the value of x bar from x bar is equal to a plus sigma fd by n. Based on the above steps, we can calculate arithmetic mean for the above example in the direct method. The same answer is obtained as 4.35 as in the direct method. Data type 3, continuous series, exclusive class intervals. Direct method, in the continuous series, mid value is calculated as the range of value is given. For example, calculate the arithmetic mean for the following. Solution, calculate mid values as 20 plus 30 by 2 is equal to 25 and so on. Find FM values, that is FM is equal to 24,650 and n is equal to 50. Substitute the above values in the formula. X bar is equal to sigma fm by n, that is equal to 2460 by 50 is equal to 49.20. Arithmetic mean, continuous series, shortcut method. The following are the steps to calculate arithmetic mean using shortcut method. Step 1, form a table with x values and f. Step 2, form the mid values m. M is equal to lower boundary plus upper boundary by 2. Step 3, choose a and find d is equal to m minus a corresponding to each m. Step 4, form FD, that is product of f and d pairwise. Step 5, find n is equal to sigma f and sigma fd. Step 6, find x bar from x bar equal to a plus sigma fd by n. Based on the above steps, calculate arithmetic mean for the data given in the direct method. The same answer is derived in the shortcut method, that is 49.20. Step deviation method. The steps under step deviation method are as follows. Step 1, form a table with x and f values. Step 2, form a mid values m in the next column. M is equal to lower boundary plus upper boundary by 2. Step 3, Choose A is equal to assumed mean and C is equal to class interval. Find the step deviations. D is equal to M minus A by C. Step 4. Find the products of F and D pairwise and enter them in the next column. Step 5. Find N and FD dash. Step 6. Find X by using the formula X bar is equal to A plus C into sigma FD dash by N. The same answer is obtained as 49.20 for the same data in the direct method. Median. What is median? Median is the value of the middlemost item in the given data set when the data is in ascending or descending order. Median is a positional average as it is calculated based on its location and its position in the data series. Median divides the series into two equal parts. Half of the items will be equal to or more than the median. Methods of finding median. For individual observations, median is equal to size of n plus 1 by 2th item. For example, calculate median for the following data which is in odd number. First, arrange the data in ascending order. Secondly, apply the formula size of n plus 1 by 2th item, that is 9 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 5th item. 5th item in the series is 5, which is median. Discrete series. In a discrete series, each value occurs corresponding frequency times. No value is written repeatedly. F indicates how many times it occurs. For example, if f is equal to 5, for x is equal to 2, 2 is not written 5 times. Hence, for finding the value at the middlemost position, values are considered in ascending order and cumulative frequencies are formed. Consider the following example. The position of median is n plus 1 by 2. That is equal to 11 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 6. 6 lies between the cumulative frequencies of 3 and 8. Hence, the value at position 6th position is the value corresponding to the cumulative frequency of 8 in the table. It is 2. Hence, median is equal to 2. When n plus 1 by 2 is a fraction, the two middlemost items are to be identified in a similar manner and the mean of those two items is to be found. The next continuous series. In individual observations and discrete series, the actual values of x are known. Hence, median is found out as seen earlier. In continuous series, the actual values of x are not known. Hence, another procedure is followed. That is, first median class is identified. After that, additional one more formula is used to identify the median value in the specified median class. The following formula is used to locate median such that n by 2 items are less than median and n by 2 items are more than median. M is equal to L plus n by 2 minus F by F into I. In this formula, L is equal to lower limit and sigma F is equal to, in the above formula, L is equal to lower limit and CF is equal to median class interval of the class interval which contains n by 2 cumulative frequency is the median class interval or the median class. That is, median lies within that class interval. L is equal to lower limit of the class, F is the frequency of that class, I is the class interval, I is equal to lower limit minus upper limit of a class and CF is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class. The calculation of median from a continuous series has the following steps. Step 1. Consider the data such that the class intervals are continuous and are in ascending order. The data are to be revised if necessary. Step 2. Find less than cumulative frequencies. Step 3. Calculate n by 2 and identify the median class interval. Step 4. Identify the class of L, F, I and CF. Step 5. Substitute in the formula and simplify. Step 6. Ascertain that the value of m lies in the median class interval. Otherwise, check the steps. Based on the above steps, median is calculated as under. For example, calculate the median height and number of students are given. In the table, height and number of students are given and then cumulative frequencies are calculated. That is, the first item is 2 and second cumulative frequency is equal to 5 plus 2 and third cumulative frequency is equal to 7 plus 10, 17 and fourth one is 17 plus 8 is equal to 25 and next one is 25 plus 4 is equal to 29 and last one is 29 plus 1 is equal to 30, that is equal to n. Class intervals are continuous and are in ascending order, that is n by 2 is equal to 30 by 2, that is equal to 15th item is the median. 15th cumulative frequency is located in the interval 155 to 160. It is the median class. L is equal to 155, F is equal to 10, I is equal to 160 minus 155, that is equal to 5, CF is equal to 7. M is equal to L plus N by 2 minus F by F into I. This is the formula, and in this formula substitute all the values. That is equal to 155 plus 15 minus 7 by 10 into 5. That is equal to 155 plus 4 equal to 159. That is the median. Then next, mode. What is mode? Mode is the value which has the greatest frequency density. That is, it is the most common value. The mode may not exist, and even if exists, it may not be unique. There is no mode when all the observations occur equal number of times. If one value occurs more than any other value, the value is the mode. The set which has only one mode is said to be unimodal. Sets with two modes are said to be bimodal. Sets which have more than two modes are said to be multimodal. In a few situations, due to fluctuations of sampling, it becomes a difficult task to identify a single value with greatest frequency in a sample, even though the population is undoubtedly unimodal. Calculation of mode. Individual observations. The following example will clear the calculation of mode for the individual observation. Solution. Mode is equal to 395 because its frequency is 3 is higher than others. The frequency of others is 1 each. This is an example for unimodal distribution. Then discrete series. Identify the value which has the greatest frequency as mode. If the difference between the greatest frequency and the next lower frequency is not much, form the grouping table and analysis table and find the value which has the greatest frequency density as the mode. For example, calculate the mode from the following data which is discrete. Solution. Greatest frequency is 20. Mode need not be 14 because the difference between the greatest frequency 20 and the next lower frequency 19 is very small. Further, 19 has the support of the neighboring frequency 15 while 20 has the support of 8 only. Therefore, grouping table and analysis table are formed. The following grouping and analysis table are formed with the steps given below. So, in the grouping table, first we have to write the x values and frequency, and in the second column we have to add first two frequencies, and in the third column leave the first frequency, add two frequencies, and in the fourth column add three frequencies, and in the fifth column leave the first frequency, add three frequencies, and in the sixth column leave first two frequencies and add three frequencies. Then in the analysis, to form analysis table, find out the highest frequency in each frequency column and identify corresponding x values and give the value 1 for each. In original frequency column, the highest value is 20, which belongs to x value 14. In the second column, the highest value of frequency is 34, which belongs to x values of 12 and 13. For the above stated x values, give values 1 for each. Like that, find values for each frequency column and find out the highest frequency x value, that is mode. The highest value is obtained for the x value of 13, hence mode is equal to 13. Continuous series. Find out mode for the following data using grouping and analysis table. Solution. A grouping table and an analysis table are formed as explained earlier. L is equal to 20, I is equal to 25 minus 20 equal to 5, D1 is equal to 17 minus 16 is equal to 1, D2 is equal to 17 minus 15 is equal to 2, mode is equal to L plus ID1 by D1 plus D2, that is equal to 20 plus 5 into 1 by 1 plus 2, that is equal to 20 plus 5 by 3, that is equal to 20 plus 1.67 equal to 21.674.
Let us summarize. In the above discussion, we came to know that there are various measures of central values such as mean, median, mode and so on. The geometric mean and harmonic mean quartiles are not discussed in the above module. The averages have its own merits and limitations. For example, mean is based on all the items, but it is affected by extreme values. Median is the positional average which is not based on all the items. Similarly, mode is used to identify the modal value in a given data set. However, in practice, mean is used for further statistical analysis such as correlation and regression analysis compared to other measures of central values. Various measures of central values are calculated with examples. It may give some idea to calculate various measures of central values. The use of various types of central value depends on the purpose of calculation, and type of data used. Try to calculate measures of central values for some more examples from textbooks which will give you more practice. Thank you.